welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Jules and I'm chronicling our family of three's journey to financial freedom. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for clicking on my video and stopping by. I'm so happy you're here. Today I wanted to go over our YNAB August budget. We started using YNAB about halfway through July. I want to say it was I guess probably July 8th, so not quite halfway through July, to track our expenses and also plan ahead. So this month of August is currently fully funded. We are a month ahead as of July. So everything that we're going to go over today, we already have the money set aside for all of our August categories, and then eventually we are going to get into September and continue funding some of our September bills as well. So we do have some money sitting and ready to assign. My husband received his VA disability, and then I received a reimbursement for something from my sister, so I got a cash app from her this morning. So we have $361 sitting in ready to assign. I don't know if I'm going to do that on camera because we haven't quite decided what we want to fund in September yet, but that's neither here nor there. I do want to show you our August bills and what they're looking like so you can get a more accurate kind of financial picture about what we have going on. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and go over our bills for August. So we do have our rent. It comes out on the 1st, and that is $200. Yes, our rent is only $200. We currently live with family, and they have graciously allowed us to stay here for very, very low cost. We live with my husband's family, and it is definitely a blessing to, one, have grandparents that are amazing people, and living with them is feasible and a joy for everyone. And also we could not survive financially if we were paying full price of rent anywhere right now. So we're very grateful for them. I also have this preschool line item. So my son is going to be starting preschool 5 days a week starting in September. This category is going to be snoozed for August because we don't have to start paying this amount until September. So I'm planning on snoozing this on August 1st, but YNAB won't let you snooze a goal unless it's that month already. So this line item is just hanging out right now, but it's not technically underfunded. We don't need this for August 1st. We need it for September 1st. And then we have our USAA bill. Our insurance bill comes out on the 1st and the 15th. It's $464.29 both times. It just allows us to split the cost up over the course of the month. The 1st and the 15th also aligns with my husband's military pay schedule. We have TRICARE, which is $275 for our family of 3. That comes out on the 1st as well. Most of our big expenses come out on the 1st, which is always an adventure. And then we have minimum payment on our Discover card is $69. That's funded. Corolla is funded. USAA again. Chase, and then dental is funded as well. And then we also have our fully funded Mint Mobile. Yay, so exciting. Mint Mobile is our 12-month phone plan. It's going to be renewing on August 14th, and our renewal this year is only $270 because we did get 2 referral credits posted to our account. My husband and I are both switching to the 5 gigabit plan, 5 gigs a month plan for Mint Mobile. We love Mint Mobile. I will leave our referral link in the description below if you are interested in trying out Mint Mobile. I'm telling you, I'm ill when I think about how much we used to pay Verizon per month for phone service. It's absolutely insane how much some of these companies charge. So if you own your phones outright and are looking to switch service providers, I cannot recommend Mint Mobile enough. I also do have student loans, but we are not currently paying on those right now. They're just kind of hanging out, so there is no minimum payment for them right now, and there is no room in the budget to give them anything. So we're just going to move on. Next, we have our needs category. So this is our variable expenses. We've got gas. We're going to budget $225 this month for gas. It's a little bit higher. Normally we try to keep it to $200, but gas is one of those things where you have to get it. So we, as much as we would like to stay under 225 for gas, if we spend more, we spend more. There's not really anything we can do about it. We're budgeting $175 for groceries this month. This $175 is outside of our Costco budget. So we try to keep our total expenses for groceries for the three of us for the month under like $168 a week. We are normally able to do this between buying in bulk, not eating out, making all of our food at home, and then also we receive WIC assistance, which is women, infants, and children. So that gives us a lot of our bread, rice, pasta, cheese, milk, some of those nutritional staples for younger kids we receive through WIC, which we are also so thankful for. So between this $675 a month between Costco, where we buy pretty much everything in bulk, and then this $175 covers any thing outside of that we might need. If we need more fresh fruits and vegetables for a recipe, something like that, that's what that $175 is designed to cover. So yeah, that's kind of how we do grocery spending. I know that might seem high to some people, that might seem low, but for us, I feel like being able to feed our family off of like $169 a week is pretty good. This $500 also covers things like my husband's protein powder, Costco diapers, wipes. That all comes out of the Costco budget. So we're able to make this $500 stretch. We're budgeting $50 for household and toiletries this month. We shouldn't need much in this category since we just had a whole toothpaste saga this month with my son and trying a new toothpaste, and yeah, it was quite the saga. But long story short, we are full up on most of our toiletries. Everyone has shampoo, conditioner, all the things, so I don't anticipate us spending too much out of that $50. And then my husband will need to get a haircut before he goes to drill in August, so that'll be $23, so we got some money set aside for that. This drill fund is getting $25. This drill fund, the idea is that this $50 is going to be set aside for anything that my husband might need while he's at drill. So he's going to be gone for 2 weeks since it's his annual training. So will help cover groceries he might need if he wants to eat out one night, if he needs to purchase anything for himself. That $50, it doesn't feel fair to me that he has to spend his like fun money on work related things. That doesn't sit right with me. So we created this drill fund to have some money on hand to cover any incidentals that come up during drill that don't come out of our regular grocery budget or his fun money, if that makes sense. And then we do have an oh crap fund. So this is designed to cover anything that comes up over the course of the month that we don't plan for. So we have $100 in there as a buffer in case we overspend somewhere or we have an unexpected expense. Next, we have our subscription category. So we do have 2 iCloud subscriptions. One is my husband's. It comes out on it comes out on the 7th for 99 cents. Mine also comes out for $2.99. Mine is more expensive than his because he only has an iPhone and I have a MacBook, an iPhone, all the things. I'm deep in the Apple verse at this point, and I don't even know where to start digging myself out. So we're just gonna keep rolling with what we got. My husband's gym membership, $15 a month. He's at the gym 5 to 6 times a week, so he definitely gets his $15 worth for the gym. And then we have his YouTube Premium for $8.59, and then our Spotify Duo for $18.26. That is all of the subscriptions that we pay for. We have really great grandparents on both sides, so we get to mooch off of their Hulu, Netflix, Disney Plus, all the things. So we appreciate them for letting us be free riders on that. Luckily, my husband is an only child and I'm the oldest of 5, so my parents are used to paying for family plans, so it's no skin off their back if we just hang out on their plan. Okay, moving into annual expenses, I do have a tax category. This is if I have a tax estimate for my Uber Eats and DoorDash, I will put money aside for taxes here. However, it is very unlikely that I'm going to have to put much money in this category because we just do not make enough. We do not make enough money. And I have not been door dashing very much at all. So I will eventually be setting some money aside, but until I'm able to do it more regularly, this is just kind of a holding place right now. We're also saving up for car tags for my car, which will be probably about $250. They're due next April, so we're just setting aside $25 a month until then. Stormy is our very spicy, opinionated black cat, and she has her annual visit every year in March. And this last year it was about $150 for the doctor's visit. Hang on one second, I'm gonna take a sip of water because I keep yapping. Yapping and my freaking throat hurts. Okay. Anyway, $150 for her. And then, let's see, Costco membership. So we do have a membership to Costco. It will renew in March. So we've got a little sinking fund for that we toss some bucks in every month. YNAB, this is the software that we are currently using to track everything. I really like YNAB for the most part. There are a couple of things about it that really tick me off, specifically how you track credit cards. I hate that. It's so convoluted where you have to create a category and like do this to put the payment as a transfer. Like, it's so convoluted to me, and I hate it. I think it's ridiculous. So we don't track our credit cards in YNAB because it's just so complicated and convoluted, and I hate it. But as far as like planning for our money in a cashless envelope system, I love the interface for that. So currently we are on a student plan. So my husband is obviously a student and he gets a year of YNAB for free. So we do not have to start paying for YNAB until July 1st of next year. So we are currently saving like $9 a month for that. And then we have our VPN annual renewal is in October, and we're going to need $75 for that. Proton Mail, this is my my email service that I pay for annually, and it's going to be $47 in November for the renewal for that. We also have a AAA membership that we just got in July, and I need to look and see how much the renewal is going to be so that we can start saving for that as well. Next up is our sinking funds category. So this line item is for reimbursements and church holdings. So both my husband and I are very active in our church, and we sometimes have to make purchases on behalf of the church. Like the month of July, I had to spend $170 of my own dollars on catering, and then the church is going to reimburse me that expense later on. So this is just a place where we can hold that money and, you know, put it back in ready to assign when we receive that reimbursement. Kiddo clothing and needs is also getting snoozed this month because we actually have a ton of consignor credit at our local children's consignment store. I took a lot of our toddlers' old clothes to the store, and I have, before yesterday, I had about $150 of credit there to spend, and then we got the bulk of my son's fall wardrobe there yesterday, and we still have $84 left on our account. So this category does not need any more money. Between the credit that we have at the thrift store and this $25, I think he'll be just fine. So I'm going to snooze this category next year because snooze this category next month because we don't need to add anything else to this month. Then we have our Marine Corps Ball sinking fund. So the Marine Corps Ball is in November every year. If you know, you know. This is my husband and I's one trip that we take every year. We have a little weekend away. The ball is normally on Saturday night, and we try to stay Friday through Sunday and just have some time together, child-free. Both of the sets of grandparents pitch in to help watch our son that weekend so that we can have some time together. Date night is getting its usual $10 this month. We spent $4.29 last month on a movie rental. This date night will also be used. We can use this sinking fund when we go to the ball as well if we need to. Car maintenance. My car is due for maintenance in October, and I want to have a balance of at least $200 by then because I have no idea how much it's going to be. It's normally... I'm on this weird schedule where I go twice a year, like March and October or something like that. And one of the two is always really expensive. Like, I need to replace the tires, or I need to do all this preventative maintenance because my car just hit 50,000 miles, or it's like $100 just for like the oil change and, whatnot. We take it to the dealership because we bought her brand new. We're the only owners, and it's just been simpler. I know that I could probably go look and get it cheaper somewhere else, but it's easier to take it to the dealership, and I trust them. Medical expenses is getting $50 this month. So we've had 3 medical visits in the month of July. My son had his annual appointment, or semi-annual appointment. He still goes every 6 months. I had my dentist visit, and my son had his dentist visit. So we are expecting to get at least 2 or 3 bills in the mail in the next couple of weeks. So wanted to make sure, hopefully this 150 will be enough to cover it, but we'll see when we get there. Our cat's Revolution Plus, we buy it every 6 months, and it's about $155 every 6 months. We get the prescription filled from Chewy, and the next time that we're going to need to buy it is in January. So we've got that. Then we've got Christmas and our son's birthday. So $150 for the Christmas and birthday fund. Again, people are going to look at that and think, oh my God, that's so low. But honestly, our son will be 3 this year, and he doesn't care. He would be perfectly content to just go to the park or go to the thrift store and pick out a toy for himself that's like cheap. Like, he just wants to spend time with us. So we're gonna do something together as a family for his birthday, and then for Christmas we are probably gonna do thrifted presents and just hang out together, because that's what we value as a family. And then this is insurance. This is every 2 years, so we need $509 set aside for that next renewal 2 years from now. And then both my husband and I get $30 a month for fun spending money, and that just kind of rolls over. Getting into long-term planning, both my license and my husband's license are up for renewal. His is up for renewal early next year. Mine is up for renewal mid next year. And we're saving about $60 per renewal, because hopefully that will cover the fees and everything associated with that. And then all of this down here is just kind of wish farm stuff that we wanted to put, but we're not actively funding any of those. So that is our August budget overview between our fixed expenses, our needs, subscriptions, everything like that. All told, we've assigned $2,848.95 in August. I don't have an idea of how much income we're going to get in August. My husband obviously will be at work for 2 weeks, but we have no idea what that's going to look like in terms of pay, because annual training pay is different from drill pay. He will also get reimbursements back. It's normally about $92 worth of reimbursements for every drill that he attends, so we'll be expecting that as well. But yeah, we're going to see how August goes and what we're able to accomplish in August. But that is a general overview of everything that we spend every month, our recurring bills, things like that. I would love to know, what is the variable category that you spend the most on, or that you have the hardest time getting under control? I think for us, it's honestly gas or Costco. We have a tendency to overspend at Costco. I feel like it's a very common problem. But I also struggle with gas, because both my husband and I have to drive so much all the time that it feels impossible to keep our gas budget under control, because we don't control the price of gas, and we just kind of have to, we have to pay for it. We do use the Upside app to get some of that money back, but, it's just tough. And then Costco, we do have a disposition to overspend at Costco. But drop a comment below. Let me know what variable category you struggle the most with. I feel like we've gotten really good with groceries, but gas and Costco can be an adventure sometimes. But I'm going to leave you guys here. I don't know what my next video is going to be, I'll be honest. We are going on vacation with my family the first month of August, so I will be out of town, and then I'll be solo parenting most of August. So we'll see what the upload schedule looks like the next few weeks, but for now, thank you so much for stopping by. Feel free to hit the like button, leave a comment, tell me what variable category you struggle with the most, and then we will talk later.